Good morning, brothers, and Merry Christmas. Welcome to A Brown Bag Gentleman. My name is Scott, and it is Christmas Day. It's just about noon right now. As I'm looking at my watch, looking at my dad's watch, I've got his watch on. Just doing a memory shave for my dad here on Christmas Day. My dad died on December 22nd last year, on 2024. So yeah, just kind of remembering Dad a little bit here today and having a shave here. So using products I have. So this is a Christmas scent. So this is Christmas in New York City, which I actually won this like over a year ago. I won this from a contest that Ken Surf was having on his channel. So I got this in a Ken Surf brush, which I probably should pull out. Well, I got another brush out here. I'll use that. But yeah, so we're using a Christmas soap today on Christmas Day. Truthfully, I've been using this is my daily driver for the month of December. So yeah, I'll be using this through the 31st, and then I'll put it away and save, for next year. Nice scent. It's got a little bit of a powderiness to it, but it's a nice, I call it an even scent. And it appeals to a whole bunch of people for what they say. Yes, it's got a little powder in it, but there's others. I could hint of a little bit of woodiness, maybe a little bit of nice, just some sweetness in there, but not overly so. So just an overall nice scent. I don't know what's in this. I haven't looked it up in over years. So yeah, so it's been a while, but yeah, I've been using this as a daily driver, and we'll continue for the next week until the year's over, and then it'll get put away. It'll dry out first. You can tell it the edges are dry because I leave this cap off. So yes, I get it wet, but I leave it cap off. So we're going to put this down, and I'm going to show you the razor. Of course, the razor that I got is, of course, I just got it here this morning for Christmas. If you watched my unboxing video first, you'll have seen this razor and know why it's in pieces. It's in pieces because I just hand washed it. It's the first use for this razor. So here's the top cap. Yeah, it's shiny because I got the polished version. I'll pull up the handle here. Here's the handle. Here's the base plate. Of course, everything's polished, nice. It is the the Blackland Blackbird is the model. So it's a Blackland razor. The Blackbird is the model. And I'm going to be putting that back together again. It's got the bar and posts. And I've come to realize that I prefer a bars and post versus just the two posts on the sides and all that. This keeps things more stable, which I learned from really, really well using a slant razor that had bars instead of posts, and it was so much better than any other slant I ever used because those bars held things in place better. So yeah, I'm liking that. Right now I'm unfolding here a brand new Astra blade because I like to start any new shave with a new razor with an Astra blade just because it's tried and true. It's what I started with. So yeah, I go back to, and then the funny part is this razor came with 5 Astra blades in it. So yeah, I thought that was funny because I didn't think they used Astras, but apparently they do now. So yeah, I like that blade. Is a particular favorite of mine for trying a new, especially for a razor brand that's known to be aggressive. This is the Blackbird Lite. So not the full Blackbird, full aggression. It's the Blackbird Lite. I don't remember what that means as far as gap and all that stuff, but it is the Lite. Barely has any hangover, just enough to feel it, and probably it'll grab the blade, but not so much that it's sticking out and you're going to grab your nose or grab your ears. Loving that Blackland, people. Yes, I love it that there's barely any overhang. And let me take this off again so I can show you the handle. There is no gasket in this, and I won't put one in either, like you see me do a lot of one, because the handle goes in recessed. See how it tapers down? It goes in that hole, so there's no need for a gasket to basically prevent any kind of scratching and stuff. Snugging it up. Okay, it's snugged. And say barely any overhang. Love that. Now, let's see. I just want to get my glasses on here so I can see what's this. So this is their lighter version, but what's the gap and how that look like? The gap is minimal. Okay, yeah, we can see that gap is minimal. And now how does it extend out? The blade comes out like what I would consider like an average amount. It's not sticking out extra. And I understand that the original base plate and all that, it does stick out more, and of course more gap. So yes. So and look how shiny that is. Because I got the polished version with the Christmas sale with 30% off. I was able to get the polished version and still have it be like $20 less than the standard price for this razor for the base finish. So it's like yes, it's. If you're going to buy it at Christmas time, that's the way to do it and get and step up for the polish. So yes, the polish is just absolutely gorgeous. The first razor I got from them was the Vector, and I got it in the unpolished version. I think it was probably only like the second time I ever hit that realm of $200 price range for a razor. So I get a little skittish with that, and I didn't buy it at Christmas time. So yeah, that one's the machine finish or what do you call it, that brushed finish type of finish. So it's not shiny. Do I notice a difference really in the use? No, I really don't. But let me pause and wet the face down. Of course, yeah, I did already have a shower this morning, but I still want to get the face warmed up and wet. So I'm going to pause and do that. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I am back. I got warmed up a washcloth and held that to my face, with the warm water on my face here for a little bit, soften up the beard a little bit here, and I put my brush of the day in my Skuttle. That's I also got full of water, so it's filled inside, and the cup area too is also full of warm water. So we're going to give that 2 shakes. No squeeze this time. I'm trying something new, just trying different techniques that other people use as well. So we'll leave a little bit moisture in it. There is already probably just a couple of drops really of water in the soap itself, but I'm gonna start whipping this up with this. Okay, that's 50. And I usually swirl, when I'm directly on the soap, I swirl 100 and then build up the lather in the bowl. So 50 more. Okay, so a total of 100 swirls there. Put that soap down, got to rinse off my hand a little bit. So the soap is all dripping over it. Gonna put my brush down. I'm gonna pour out the water that's in the cup part. I'm pouring that out. There we go. So the water is still in the Skuttle part itself to keep it warm. Put that down. There we go, switch hands. Lift it up, and of course it's full of water, so it's a little heavy. But now we're gonna build the lather in this. Okay, this first 50 is building well. Okay, second 50. So I did 100, then I just did 100 in the bowl and 50 more, and then so a total of 250, which is kind of what I do when I'm showing you. So 50 more. Alrighty, so total of 250 swirls, 100 in the soap, and then 150 in the bowl. Nice and peaky. So yes, it came out great. And a little bit of moisture, so I'm working on that, just looking at other tips for people to do. So it's a little bit more moisture, builds a little bit more lather, whatever, a little more moisture in it too, especially. So that's what I'm trying. And I didn't fill the sink either, so I'm trying something else where I'm just going to rinse off utensils, starting a razor, what have you, instead of like swirl them in a sink full of water. I was watching a couple of video guys myself because I watch a lot of videos too. I was watching other guys, and they were switching to this method instead of filling the bowl and rinsing off that way. Just for the cleanliness factor, just to lessen the chances of any kind of like ingrowing hairs, what have you. But of course, I always wash my face first before I do a shave anyway. And see, I took a shower here about an hour ago. But I see I still had to moisten my face here because it had been an hour. If I just stepped out, I wouldn't have had to do that. But this is feeling comfortable, nice. The face feels hydrated. Lather is wonderful. This HC&C soap is Hendrix. Was it Hendrix something? It's HC&C Hendrix. It's Hendrix. This is the soap brand. All right, so I'm gonna warm up the razor here head. Get that warmed up. There we go. And first pass with the grain. Oops, I've got a little bit of sideburns I'm trying to grow here. First pass, it's grabbing good. I mean, not grabbing, it's slicing good. And this is the light version. It's not the more aggressive version. Yeah, doing well. Scent strength on this soap is probably a good, still solid 4 out of 10, I'd say. And it's probably about a year and a half-ish old. And see, I only pull it out for Christmas, for December to use it. So this is the second Christmas time that I've used it. It's the second time it's been out. It's coming through here very well. I can already see myself stepping up to the Gillette Silver Blue with this, just because it would make this even better. As smooth as it is, and this is rough and stubbly, still is. I mean, right now it's still stubbly, but it came through that stubble well and smooth. Yeah, I mean, it's got some weight to it too. It's stainless steel. So yeah, there's some weight on here. But this is a smooth razor. Oh, I like that. I like the smoothness of it very much. Until you shave with a razor that's not so smooth, you don't realize how wonderful a smooth razor is. And generally, the steel and metal ones are heavier and they have that smoothness. Yes, I still have some aluminum ones. I try a variety of things, but really steel's the way I like to go. The brass and the steel, the bronze, brass, steel, those heavier metals, I tend not to buy. In fact, I don't own a titanium at this time. Probably will, maybe someday. We'll see. But the titanium, you're paying more money for a lighter weight. Yes, it's harder and all that stuff too, but I just like the weight of the steel. I just do. So let's see, there's that. Let me go ahead and put on another layer here of soap. That first pass went very well. Yeah, I see my father. You see, it's been gone for a year now, Christmas time. We buried him last spring in Vermont. Also at the same time buried my uncle and my aunt. So his brother and his sister-in-law had also passed away in that year's time, since he was the first one to pass away. Then my uncle Ronnie, and then my Aunt Jean passed away, so we had a funeral for the three of them all together at the same time. All us cousins and everybody, and aunts and uncles who showed up. So, but in Vermont, you have to wait till spring because the ground has to thaw out enough where they can, dig in the cemetery, that type of thing. So yeah, we did that. Then we waited till then. Pass 2 is across the grain. All of you people in the northern half of the United States, the northern hemisphere, will understand about that and having to wait to bury loved ones. And yes, thinking about him, missing him quite a bit this Christmas, because he used to, we'd have him over, because he lived like the last. Before he went into nursing home, the 10 years prior, he lived here, in 6 blocks from us here in North Carolina. Oh, this is just shaving so nice. I was expecting to cut myself here or something, but no. I'm trying to be cautious, like right here. So yeah, it's the stubble layer for 2 passes is still not where I want it to be. It needs a 3rd pass, but I'm going to be real mild on that 3rd pass because I'm trying to get the feel of the razor first before I get more aggressive with it to really get a smoother shave. So I'm probably not going to get as smooth a shave out of this razor as I could get, just because I want to check it out. So there's pass 2. I see my phone is ringing. It's my son, one of my sons. Ryan, you're going to have to wait because I'm recording right now. Come on, there we go. There we go. The soap is quite nice. I believe this is a vegan soap. I don't believe it has any animal fats in it, these Hendrix soaps. Nice soap. I enjoy it. There we go. Nice and creamy. Feels nice. Warm up that razor. Really enjoying the shave. Here's the money pass. Third pass against the grain. Tender area for me. I'm liking how it goes across the chin. Sometimes they jump a little bit. This is not doing that. This is coming along nicely. Okay, that third pass really helped out a lot. But it could be more right there. I could do better. I'm not chasing. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to leave it because I just say it's first shave with this razor. Yeah, I'm going to let that go. That's just being an error on the side of caution. I'm not going to go for full performance on the very first shave with a brand new razor. I'm just not going to do it. I'm sure that in weeks to come, I will do it. But just not today. Oh, nice. I'm telling you, the aggression on this is not what I would consider mild. This is more medium, so I can imagine what their non-light version of the base plate is like. That must be quite aggressive. But this is more medium, and it's definitely more than Edwin Jagger DE9. Definitely more than that. I'll give you that. But it is going through aggressive-wise. On this third pass, I can just feel it slicing through. So this is like getting a lot of the whiskers on that third pass. Oh yeah, that is so close. Wow. It is doing a phenomenal job on pass 3. I am liking this base plate. Still not gonna push it on the chin. I'm gonna let that go. Yes, I could go closer. I definitely normally would go closer if I knew the razor better, but we're just gonna let that be right now. I went kind of light and easy on that on purpose. So yeah, not the razor performance issues at all. This thing is just really performing. My neck, third pass against the grain. Of course, on this side, let's see, this side is feeling pretty good. I can feel one spot there. A little spot right along here, right there. I can feel that. So yeah, we're going to do a buffing pass. Let's see, but I've been perfectly going mild. I bet I could be more aggressive with this and not do a buffing pass. But that pushes things. So we're going to do this with a buffing pass. Put some water on there, just some water. There we go. Oh yeah. I don't know if you can hear that, but man, I can feel that, and I can hear it. I'll get a couple of little nicks there, a couple. There we go, there's that. And you went down the other side of the face. Here we go, right there. Nice, nice shave. All right, that's as far as I'm going to go with this razor, this first use, brand new razor. I took it out of the box. I did an unboxing. Then off camera, of course, I washed it with some good old Dawn, still sitting on my sink here. I washed it with some Dawn, and the head pieces and all that, and then dried it off. And that's why I left it out on the counter loose instead of showing you, as I normally do, fully together. But there it is, fully together. Still a little bit of water on it, but yeah, that it is fully together. Let's get that, let's dry it off a little bit so you can see it. Just the sheen on that polish is just, it is bright and shiny. That is, yes, it's men in shiny things. Yes, I can tell you that is very shiny and just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And had no real issues with this up and down style, grooving in it. So it's like, it was sharp enough. And of course it's got this little this little bump out here to hold on to, and it's very secure for going against the grain. So yes, it was overall quite easy to use. I wasn't sure on the handle. The jury was out for me when I first started with that handle, but it is sharp enough without being overly sharp. It's not what I call sharp, but it's got enough of an edge to it where, yes, you can really get a good purchase on it. We'll put it that way. So let me pause and wash up. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. Washed up the equipment, put it away here. Washed the face with warm water and a warm washcloth too as well. Switching it over to cold water for a couple of splashes and to use the alum now. So that's next. So let's couple of splashes of cold water. Oh yeah. Now wet the end of the alum, especially down here. I got a couple of nicks here. Okay, a couple of stings. Yeah, a couple of stings. And I'm going to use that spray cologne afterwards. So I especially like using an alum stick before using the alcohol-based products, because if you didn't, it stings even more if you do the straight alcohol. So this like detunes it. So yeah, so I like doing that. And I'll do that, like, especially if I'm not even going to use any aftershave or anything afterwards. If I'm just going to go out in the yard, so I don't want any scent on me, I'll still use that. I still will. Using the, the alum block. There we go. Yep, it stops bleeding as well. It was just a couple of minor nicks. They were just a little bit of blood. It wasn't much. And now we're going to use the La Sirena from Phoenix. We're going to use that today just because it was something new to try. Yeah, that's today's scent. There we go. Yeah, feels good. Nice shave. So they pulled out an old cross that I've had for years. This one had worn in a couple of months. So I pulled that out today instead of wearing the one I've been wearing. That's a lot longer and all that. Changing up a little bit here. Yes, so it was a nice Christmas shave. Looking forward to going out into the other room now for the goodies that are out there that my wife has been baking up a storm this past week because she's been off, and there's all kinds of goodies out there. So I'm getting ready to partake of some of that. And I hope you guys get a chance to do that as well where you are. But yes, so very enjoyable shave on this Christmas day. Again, Merry Christmas to everybody. Thank you for watching my video, whether you're watching it today on Christmas Day or another time in the future. Thank you for this past year of watching my videos and helping me grow my channel. So I appreciate that. Hope you learned something. Please like and subscribe, and go with God.